Hi, this is my first vlog on YouTube, and I'm here in Naga City. You can see there are a lot of people, but um, I and my uncle just went to church. But right now I'm working on my theory, scientific theory. That sort of stuff. Explaining the reality, based on my equations. But I'm still having a problem defining the reality. So ChatGPT is, I think, useful for defining the terms, and information synthesis. It's very important that it's very important for ChatGPT to acknowledge my information. But I think, yeah, here's my uncle.
Baru na daw.
Yeah, that's right. So the problem with my theory is that there's so much sound. You probably can hear this directly. Yeah. So the problem with my theory is that the equations are not yet tested, empirically speaking, but theoretically speaking, my theory is emphasizing that reality is based on adjusted variables in algorithm X. Algorithm X is a theory. It's both a theory and a method for defining the reality and the variables. The variables are scattered within the universe, and it's very hard to define the reality. I mean, reality is of different many forms. Like, it could be of many infinite forms, but I'm still working on it. Maybe in the future it could be improved by many scientists. But today, I'm just hoping that many scientists could go along with me. But right now, the only thing that is with me is ChatGPT. ChatGPT helps me a lot. But here. But wait. But so the 23rd question is, how can you divide 1 into 2 without reference to number 1? It's kind of difficult. I mean, ask ChatGPT with my question, and it couldn't answer my question. I mean, it's very complicated. It's referential. It's a paradoxical reference to the own question. I mean, it couldn't be answered with simplicity. But ChatGPT was able to answer my question, my very hard question, like pretty accurately. But I still answered it very much, accurate. Based on my analysis, based on our debate, ChatGPT versus me, it's reality and also my question. They are both paradox. They're both paradoxical, and I think that the problem is that the reality could be of many infinite forms. So there's no actual reality, right? I mean, in footprint metaphysics, another law I made within algorithm X, reality is, it could be made of variables. And those variables could be adjusted within algorithm X, and I figured out that maybe by adjusting so many variables, we can improve the reality into something that is better, that is more efficient, in terms of making use of algorithm X. This is a method, right? This is not a theory yet. I mean, the theory is that there are 3 laws. The first law is that the variables, I mean, the first principle of algorithm X is that the reality could be of many infinite forms, depending whether our theory can be disproved or proved with relation to adjustment of variables in algorithm X. And the second law is that the footprint metaphysics, and this second law states that you cannot divide a variable independent of any variable. And the third law is that variables are interconnected, like they are equidistant. Like when you create number one, you also create number two, and that's how it is. I mean, when talking about theory, it's emphasizing the reality. But today, I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna eat this food. I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna come back.